Hello students, have a nice day. I hope that all of you are reached your homes safely, and I request you all to stay home and stay safe because of a heavy spread of COVID second phase. So be careful, take precautions. Okay? Yes. Now we are going to discuss pedagogy of mathematics, Unit 1. Already we started Unit 1 in our physical classes, offline classes. The first unit of pedagogy of mathematics is meaning, nature, and scope of mathematics. Under that, until we have discussed meaning of mathematics, definitions of mathematics, nature of mathematics, contributions of mathematicians through seminar. Now we are discussing the history of mathematics with special emphasis on teaching of mathematics. History of mathematics with special emphasis on teaching of mathematics. Okay, so let me present a slide in order to discuss the concerned topic. So, history of mathematics with special emphasis on teaching of mathematics. Okay. What is history of mathematics? What is history of mathematics? Why we have to discuss history of mathematics? As a mathematics teacher, we have to know the history of mathematics. It means development of mathematics and the contributions of various mathematicians of various countries to the development of mathematics. So that is the history of mathematics. Okay. So the knowing of history of mathematics help a mathematics teacher to integrate the history in teaching learning process in order to gain the interest of a student towards mathematics. Why? We have to gain the interest, we have to gain the attention of the student towards learning mathematics by integrating the concepts of history of mathematics. So definitely a trainee teacher or a teacher of mathematics should know the history of mathematics. Okay, so mathematics is a human creation which has been developing for more than 4,000 years. Mathematics is a human creation which has been developing for more than 4,000 years. So the mathematics which we are teaching now, which the students are learning now, is not developed in 1 year, 2 years, or developed by only one mathematician. Otherwise, mathematicians of India, or mathematicians of some other country. So this is the contribution of all mathematicians of the world, of the universe, and they are contributing from years ago, that is more than 4,000 years. So it emerged as a response to different social and economic needs of civilizations such as Babylon, Egyptians, Indian, Chinese, Greek, Roman, to name but a few. So all the mathematicians of various countries contributed a lot to the field of mathematics. That's why mathematics has a consolidated shape, and it is serving the society in a better way. So basically, it is emerged as a response to different social and economic needs. social and economic needs. So basically, the mathematics development of mathematics starts with we think that the basically development of mathematics starts with development of number system, isn't it? నంబర్ సిస్టమ్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ద్వారా గణితం యొక్క అభివృద్ధి అనేది ప్రారంభమైందని మనం చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. సో ఏ విధంగా అంటే సొసైటీలో వ్యక్తి ఏదో ఒక సందర్భంలో కొన్ని వస్తువులను కానీ కొన్ని జీవులను కానీ లెక్కించవలసినటువంటి పరిస్థితి వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఈ నెంబర్ సిస్టమ్ అనే దానికి నాంది పలికిందని చెప్పవచ్చు. సో ప్రీవియస్లీ human beings used the numbers 1 and 2, but they know unknowingly their names. So if ఇప్పుడు ఒక పశువుల కాపరి ఆ పశువుల్ని తన దగ్గర ఉన్నటువంటి పశువుల్ని లెక్కించవలసి వచ్చినప్పుడు సో అతను కొన్ని స్టోన్స్ తీసుకొని ఒక్కొక్క పశువుని బయటికి వదులుతూ ఒక్కొక్క స్టోన్ని దాన్ని పక్కన పెడుతూ ఆ విధంగా కౌంట్ చేయడానికి ప్రయత్నం అని చేసేవాడు. సో కాబట్టి డెఫినెట్గా ఈ విధంగా బిహైండ్ ది వేరియస్ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ దేర్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ some historical incidents, some history is there behind the mathematical concept. So definitely we have to know that concepts, know that history, and we have to integrate that history while teaching mathematics in classrooms. Then only we can draw the attention of the student towards mathematics and interest towards mathematics. So I am sure that no subject loses more than mathematics by any attempt to dissociate it from its history. So this statement was given by IWL Glacier. So see the statement of Glacier. I am sure that no subject loses more than mathematics by any attempt to dissociate it from its history. అంటే ఏ సబ్జెక్ట్ అయినా దాని హిస్టరీ నుంచి విడదీసి దాన్ని నేర్చుకోవటానికి కానీ డిస్కస్ చేయడానికి కానీ ప్రయత్నం చేసినట్లయితే మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ కంటే కూడా ఎక్కువ నష్టపోయే సబ్జెక్ట్ ఇంకేమీ లేదు. దట్ మీన్స్ దట్ డెఫినెట్లీ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ హ్యాస్ టు టీచ్ బై ఇంటిగ్రేటింగ్ ఇట్స్ హిస్టరీ. We cannot differentiate concepts of mathematics and history of mathematics. We have to integrate both the concepts and history while teaching mathematics. So if we cannot integrate history of mathematics in teaching mathematics, students can gain a wrong impression about mathematics. They seem that to them see it is an artificial creation which serves mental imagination but has no connection to practical work or real life context. So if we cannot integrate the history while teaching mathematics, definitely the students think of that mathematics is also a created subject. Wrong impression. Seems that it is an artificial creation. No, is it artificial creation, mathematics? No, not at all. It is not a artificial creation. Mathematics is developed with the intuition of a human being, great mathematicians, but thought process of from the thought process of great human beings. Mathematics is not an artificial creation. So in this context also we have to integrate mathematics history in teaching of mathematics. This can be overcome when students through historical facts understand that mathematics from its foundation up to now has played one of the most significant roles in all area of mathematics. Okay, students can gain an into mathematical concepts in a deeper and more interesting way and form Many examples from the past can understand that mathematics is not an isolated discipline. This is also an important aspect. Mathematical history. We have some very remarkable development in the form of discovery and evaluation of certain errors and process, and these claim special significance in the overall development of mathematics. ఓకే, సో అంటే గణితంలో కొన్ని రిమార్కబుల్ డెవలప్మెంట్స్, కొన్ని డిస్కవరీ అండ్ ఎవాల్యుయేషన్ ఆఫ్ సర్టన్ ఐడియాస్ అండ్ ప్రాసెస్ సంబంధించిన కొన్ని ఐడియాస్, భావనలు కానివ్వండి, ఆ పద్ధతులను కానివ్వండి, ఆ గణితానికి ఒక సిగ్నిఫికెన్స్ అనేది తీసుకొచ్చి, గణితం యొక్క అభివృద్ధికి ఒక సిగ్నిఫికెన్స్ అనేవి తీసుకొచ్చినాయి అని చెప్పవచ్చు. సో కాబట్టి తప్పనిసరిగా ఒక మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ ని టీచ్ చేసేటప్పుడు హిస్టరీని ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేయవలసి ఉంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మనం హిస్టరీ సంబంధించిన కొన్ని పాయింట్స్ మనం పరిశీలించినట్లయితే, ది ఆరిజిన్ ఆఫ్ నొటేషన్ సిస్టమ్ ఈజ్ యాజ్ ఓల్డ్ యాజ్ ది మ్యాన్ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్. నొటేషన్ సిస్టమ్, ఈ నంబర్ సిస్టమ్ అనేది యాజ్ ఓల్డ్ యాజ్ మ్యాన్ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్. మనిషి ఎప్పుడైతే మనిషి యొక్క ఇది ప్రారంభించబడిందో అప్పటి నుంచి కూడా ఈ నోటేషన్ సిస్టమ్ అనేది ఉందని చెప్పవచ్చు. కానీ అప్పట్లో ఈ నంబర్స్ 1, 2, 3 ఇలా తెలియకుండానే ఆ నంబర్ సిస్టమ్ ని అలవాటు చేసుకోవటం, యూజ్ చేయటం అనేది సొసైటీలో హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్స్ ఆ రోజుల్లోనే చేయటం జరిగింది. ఇట్ ఈస్ బిలీవ్డ్ దట్ యానిమల్స్ అండ్ బర్డ్స్ ఆల్సో హ్యావ్ నంబర్ సెన్స్. కెన్ యూ బిలీవ్ ఇట్? ఎస్, ఇట్ ఈస్ బిలీవ్డ్ దట్ యానిమల్స్ అండ్ బర్డ్స్ ఆల్సో హ్యావ్ నంబర్ సెన్స్. పక్షులు అలాగే జంతువులు కూడా ఆ నెంబర్ సెన్స్ ని కలిగి ఉంటాయి. మనం కూడా లైఫ్ లో కొన్ని ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ని ఆ పక్షుల విషయంలో గమనిస్తూ ఉండొచ్చు. డెఫినెట్లీ దే విల్ హ్యావ్ నెంబర్ సెన్స్. యానిమల్స్ అండ్ బర్డ్స్ విల్ హ్యావ్ నెంబర్ సెన్స్. ద ప్రిమిటివ్ మ్యాన్ వాజ్ ఏబుల్ టు ఫ్రమ్ టూ, బట్ నాట్ 1 and 1 2. Okay, the man in previous days, man was able to differentiate one object from two, but could not tell one and two. Ways to count. In olden days, the people used this ways to count, like instantly అనేక రకాలైనటువంటి పద్ధతుల్ని వాళ్ళు ఉపయోగించేవారు. They used fingers, notes, cuts in trees, lines on the ground, pebbles, etc. for purpose of counting. In those days, the people used fingers to count fingers and notches and cuts in trees, and lines on the grounds and pebbles, etc. They used the purpose of counting. The notation system organized and developed differently in different countries. Let us see Babylonians. 1 ఏ విధంగా రాసేవారు చూడండి. సో 10 ని మనం యూజ్ చేసేవాళ్ళు. 100 కి ఈ జాయింట్ సింబల్ కానీ లెస్ దాన్ సింబల్ కానీ రెండింటిని కలిపి యూజ్ చేసేవారు. అలాగే రోమన్ నంబర్స్ లో కూడా ఉపయోగించి ఈ రోమన్ నంబర్స్ రాయటం అనేది జరిగింది. మనకి తెలిసి రోమన్ సిస్టమ్ based on the idea of counting figures, one line, two lines, three lines, like that. ఓకే, దాని మీద బేస్ అయ్యి రోమన్ నంబర్ సిస్టమ్ డెవలప్ చేయబడిందని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. అండ్ వన్ హిందూ అరబిక్ సిస్టమ్, మనం ఉపయోగించేటువంటి హిందూ అరబిక్ సిస్టమ్ 1, 2, 3 కెన్ బి కాల్డ్ యాజ్ హిందూ అరబిక్ సిస్టమ్, which was organized by Hindus and perfected and transmitted by Arabs. The Hindu Arabic system is initially organized by Hindus and perfected and transmitted to another ways and another place by Arabs. In that, one will be written as 1, 2, as this, like this. 4, initially Hindu Arabic system numbers will be written as like related to number some notations. This is number system of Egyptians and Babylonians. See how they represent numbers 1 to 9 and 10 lakhs up to 10 lakhs. So 1, 2, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4, 2 lines up, 1, 2 is down, 5, 3 lines down, like this. Okay, next, next, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 is 1,000 daughters. Okay, 1 lakh, like 10 lakhs. See, uh, so, one lakh that's not adoption, like this nation used the number system like this. Okay, similarly you can see this Euclidean geometry, the evolution of Euclidean geometry. First they find out invented unified based on the definitions, based on the postulates and axiom, and based on that is the evolution of Euclidean geometry. Okay, so these are the some examples of history of mathematics. Like that, we have to collect as a mathematics teacher. We have to collect more number of historical concepts related to the mathematical concepts, very particularly high school level concepts. We have to collect the historical background of those concepts, and we have to integrate them while teaching in mathematics for children of schools, high schools and primary schools and high schools. Okay. So history is not merely a list of chronological events. Let us discuss the importance of history of mathematics to a mathematics teacher. Here, history is not merely a list of chronological events. It is not a list of chronological events. It may consider as a relationship between persons, events, times, and places. So definitely it has to be considered as the relationship between persons and some events and times and places. Hence, history help us to understand past, present, and to predict the future in the light of past events and development. So history also helps us to understand the past, present, and predict the future in the light of past events and development. So, in this aspect, definitely the history will help a mathematics teacher to integrate uh, the history in teaching learning process in order to bring the gain the attention of the students towards learning mathematics. Okay, towards learning mathematics, linking the learning of mathematics with historical development makes mathematics learning interesting and meaningful. Coming to the importance of history of mathematics in teaching learning process, The first one is linking the learning of mathematics with historical development makes mathematics learning interesting and meaningful. So if we link the historical concepts with teaching mathematical concepts, definitely it will help to create interest in the students, and it creates learning interesting and meaningful. So it makes clear the fact that the mathematics is a man-made science. Because of integrating the history in teaching mathematics only, it is easy to know the fact that mathematics is a man-made science. It is not an artificial science. Mathematics is not an artificial one. It is the creation of man's. It is man-made science. It is a man-made science. Mathematics is a man-made science. It will be clear with the integration of mathematics history in teaching of mathematics. That's why we have to integrate the history. It reveals that, which reveals that integration of mathematics in teaching mathematics reveals that every significant discovery in mathematics was motivated by human needs. Definitely, it reveals that in the integration of history of mathematics in teaching mathematics reveals that every significant discovery in mathematics was motivated by human needs, isn't it? Definitely. Why? Because let us go the number system. ఇప్పుడు ఎందుకని అంటే దీన్ని ఇది ఏం తెలియజేస్తుంది అంటే ప్రతి ఒక్క గణితం యొక్క ఆవిష్కరణ వెనక మానవుల యొక్క అవసరం అనేది దాగి ఉంది. అంటే మానవుని అవసరాన్ని ఆధారంగా చేసుకునే గణిత భావనలు అనేవి ఏర్పడినాయి అని చెప్పవచ్చు. సో గణితం ఈ నంబర్ సిస్టమ్ అనేది వస్తువుని లెక్కించడం కోసం కానీ, లేదంటే జీవుని లెక్కించడం కోసం కానీ అప్పుడు అవసరమైంది. ఆ అవసరమైన సందర్భంలో మానవులు వారి వారి యొక్క వేరు వేరు దేశాల్లో వేరు వేరు విధంగా కొన్ని సిస్టమ్స్ని యూజ్ చేసుకొని ఆ కౌంటింగ్ అనేది చేసుకుంటూ ఉండేవాళ్ళు. కొంతమంది ఫింగర్స్ని కానీ, కొన్ని చోట్ల ఫ్లోర్ మీద ఉండేటువంటి లైన్స్ని కానివ్వండి, కొందరు ట్రీస్ మీద ఉన్నటువంటి ఆ నోచెస్ కానివ్వండి, ఇలాగా రకరకాల పద్ధతులను ఉపయోగించి కౌంట్ చేసేవాళ్ళు. సో ఆ అవసరం అనేది ఒక నంబర్ సిస్టమ్ అనేది డెవలప్ చేయడం అనేది జరిగింది. అది ఇప్పుడు మనం గా నంబర్ సిస్టమ్ ని యూజ్ చేయడం అనేది. As mathematics is a mirror of civilization, as we discussed in definitions of mathematics, one definition is mathematics is the mirror of civilization. గణితం అనేది సంస్కృతికి అద్దం లాంటిది అని గణిత నిర్వచనాల్లో చెప్పుకోవడం జరిగింది. సో ద హిస్టరీ ఆఫ్ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ రిఫ్లెక్ట్స్ ది కంట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఆఫ్ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ టు ది కల్చర్ అండ్ ది సివిలైజేషన్ ఆఫ్ హ్యూమన్ రేస్. It reflects the history of mathematics reflects the contribution of mathematics to the culture and civilization of human race. గణితం యొక్క చరిత్ర ఆ కల్చర్ని, సివిలైజేషన్ని ఎలాగ డెవలప్మెంట్లో ఉపయోగపడింది, దాని కంట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఏ విధంగా ఉంది, గణితం యొక్క కంట్రిబ్యూషన్ అనేది మనకి తెలియజేస్తుంది. డెఫినెట్లీ ఈరోజు మన అభివృద్ధిని ఒకసారి పరిశీలించినట్లయితే డెఫినెట్గా ఇప్పుడు చూస్తున్నటువంటి ఈ అభివృద్ధిలో గణితం యొక్క పాత్ర ఎంతో ఉందని మనం అర్థం చేసుకోగలం. సో ఇట్ వాంట్స్ ద లెర్నర్ అగైన్స్ట్ హేస్టీ కంక్లూజన్స్. దే ఆర్ లిజనింగ్ సో మెనీ conclusions and so many sayings in the society regarding the mathematics. So the integration of history warns the learner against those hasty conclusions. Okay, many mathematical topics can be better introduced in class by discussing history, which ultimately leads to better understanding of the many mathematical topics can be better introduced class by discussing the history, which ultimately leads to better understanding of mathematical concepts. So some of the mathematical concepts will be clear with the integration of history of mathematics only. Integrating history behind those particular concepts will be clear, otherwise leads to better understanding of the concepts. Otherwise, better understanding of the concepts. So that's why we have to integrate the history of mathematics in teaching of mathematics. History of mathematics encourages the child to contribute something to it. Okay, this is also one of the important point for integration of history of mathematics in teaching of mathematics. History of mathematics encourages the child to contribute something by knowing the history, by knowing the various efforts made by various mathematicians for the development of mathematics and the impact of those concepts and impact of application of those concepts definitely motivate the students towards contribute something to the society by contributing something to the mathematics, to the field of mathematics. So the historical background or the historical concepts definitely encourage the child to contribute something to it. Okay, so this is also important importance of history of mathematics. Okay, next, anecdotes mentioned occasionally bring out healthy changes in the monotony of the classwork. Definitely, anecdotes mentioned occasionally bring out healthy changes in the monotony of what is monotony? For if we continue teaching for a class of students, feel bored. How to break that monotony? So, for that, anecdotes of history of mathematics will help to break the monotony of the work. So, divert students towards something else and become the classwork. So, in that task also, we have to give anecdotes, some point of history behind the particular mathematical concept that teaching learning process to break the monotony of the classwork. Next, it reveals that all branches of mathematics were developed to one, that all branches of mathematics were developed in one another, in relation to one another. So, integration of history reveals that all branches, so no branch is isolated from another mathematics. So, all the branches of mathematics depend one on another. One on another. So, with the knowledge of one branch of mathematics, understand the concepts of another branch of mathematics. Suppose understand the concepts of algebra with the help of geometry with the help of algebra, concepts of algebra. So definitely we have to understand the concepts of geometry. We have to know, otherwise we have to quote, otherwise we have to apply the concepts of algebra. So in that way, no branch of mathematics is isolated. So every branch of mathematics has relation with another branch of mathematics, and also developed in relation to one another, relation to one another. So in that aspects also we have to integrate the history of mathematics in teaching learning of mathematics. Coming to the next use, knowledge of history of mathematics help the students to appreciate development and progress of mankind over the years. Development and progress of the mankind over years. By integrating the history by telling the historical concepts of some mathematical concepts. Students appreciate the development and progress of mankind over the years. Coming to the next one, it lays strong foundation in mathematics. Lays strong foundation. So why? Because it lays a strong foundation in mathematics by integrating history of mathematics in teaching learning process of mathematics. We may draw the attention of students towards learning mathematics. uh, Automatically it lays strong foundation in mathematics. Learning process in mathematics. Some of the important points of history of teaching, integrating history of mathematics in teaching learning mathematics. Okay, let us discuss some more points in next video. Okay, once again I'm requesting all to stay home and to stay safe. Okay, thank you.